50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone, to a brand new edition of the Dream Wager, episode 603. Today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Orange and blue skies, baby. Let's fucking go. I told you. I tried to tell you. I told everybody.
No, you didn't try to tell me nothing, though. I cashed yesterday with the Knicks.
You were like,
I was questioning
Spurs.
I gave them credit. They beat the Thunder.
Fluke.
It's only two teams in the NBA who's able to accomplish that.
Orange, it was great to watch last night, honestly. I wanted to start there. Now we need to go out and win the NBA championship because the last two teams that win the cup, they got bounced in the first round. Bucks last year and Lakers 2 years ago. So, by the way, what's good with my man Josh Hart? They caught that shit in 4K.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm surprised you're bringing it up. I thought as a Knicks, I thought as a Knicks fan, you would prioritize the moment.
It was a little gay. I'm the biggest Josh Hart fan dating back to Villanova. We won a national championship.
My only comment to that is
a little gay.
He's definitely a New Yorker. He's becoming a full-time New Yorker because we all know, with all due respect, New Yorkers play like that, and that was
a little sus.
But I'm not gonna hold you guys. In the locker room, they probably do it to each other on the bus. The fact you did it while this man is reaching for the trophy.
That shit was wild, bro.
In 8K, we gotta stop saying 4K because she's in 8K now.
Amazon.
In 8K is crazy, Josh Hart. So time and place.
OG went crazy.
Mitchell Robinson,
all those rebounds
went crazy. I understand, he doesn't drop the buckets, but 18 boards. That might be a cup record. It should be.
Honestly, shout out Mike Brown too for really keeping the reserves out there in the second half.
Real quick. I want to ask you a question because we have a nice sample size now. Is Mike Brown? Are you feeling better today of Mike Brown than you was? Let's
100%.
just say August.
100%. Mike Brown's a great coach, champion too.
Just wanted to hear the perspective from a
we got the right guy.
In August, it was a lot of head scratches,
or
let's just say frustration.
I agree.
I
agree. I was one of them, but he makes adjustments. He's a great coach. I think he has good IQ, and he made the right moves. And I think this is the most talented roster he's had, or at least the Knicks have had in a while, because OG had a good game. I mean, one of the best passes in NBA history, my man Karl Anthony Towns made yesterday. That shit was crazy. Jalen Brunson is, I'm not going to say what Josh Hart said, inch for inch is crazy, but he's a top 10 player in the league. And if you don't think so, you're just a hater, in my opinion. And shout out my boy Tyler Kolek. He's making me a believer. I mean, 14 points off the bench. My boy had 5 boards, 5 assists as well, plus 14 from the field. I was a fan of him going back to college out of Marquette. I thought the kid could ball. Getting him in the second round, Jordan Clarkson fits this team perfectly as well. I'm rocking with the team, man. I think we're really good as well. And this wasn't a good game for Mikal Bridges at all, but Jalen did his thing. OG had 28. Karl, he struggled in the second half, but you bring in a guy like Mitchell Robinson, and he just dominated the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, still, to me, the Knicks showed that they have at least the identity of possibly winning a championship.
We're the best team in the Eastern Conference.
And I think proved that. I'll be honest. I think that's a fact. I think at least proved that throughout this NBA Cup run. Beating the Red Hot Magic, healthy, by the way, beat them. You beat the Spurs, who happen. I understand the Spurs ain't the Thunder, but the Spurs did knock off the Thunder. So to me, this is why the win was impressive. The fact that you was able to win this game convincingly, right, heading off. And Jalen Brunson, yeah, I understand he dropped 25, but it was an inefficient 25. We know Jalen Brunson could shoot at a much higher percentage. He shot 11 for 27, 1 for 5 from the three-point line. That's not very Jalen Brunson like. And the fact that I was able to win this game by double digits. Imagine if he would have just been a little more efficient from the field. That would have won by 20 something. So, you know, OG had a great game. Like you said, Bridges didn't have the best, 4 for 12 in the field. That's not really Bridges like. So the fact that y'all was able to look so good when some of your, all-star players didn't play at their highest level, to me, that was the most impressive part from the Knicks win. Because we all know Mitchell Robinson come off the bench, give you a double-double any given time. But we saw Jordan Clarkson had a pretty good game, right? Like you said, Kolek, he had himself a pretty good game. If these guys be consistent come playoff time, we already know what OG, Cat, Brunson, and these guys are going to do. Who are the guys off the bench? We saw McBride step up last year with y'all constantly. Who's going to be these guys off the bench and playing those deep roles come playoff time? I think Mike Brown got to figure it out. And now for Ninedale, it's hard to deny the case that the Knicks are the best team in the Eastern Conference right now.
Plus 270 for the Knicks. They are the favorite to come out of the East. And right now, I honestly disagree with the odds, with the second being the Cavs. I think there's two front runners. It's us and the Detroit Pistons. They are nice.
Yeah, I agree. The Pistons should be at least the second favorite, but come playoff time, cuz who you trust more? You going to trust Darius Garland, Mitchell Robinson?
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm just we already showed it last year in the Little Caesars Palace.
Like, not for nothing. Like I think we both like Detroit a lot on this show, but you're not gonna tell me they should be the favorite against a healthy Boston team. And they shouldn't be the favorite against a healthy Knicks team. They shouldn't be the favorite against, I'll be honest, a healthy Magic team. Come playoff time. Now, I'm not saying a game in February or March. In a 7-game series, I just don't think they'll be the favorite come playoff time that's in those series.
That's fair.
And right now, they're playing like the better team.
Yeah.
But come playoff time, we know this different atmosphere.
Yeah. No, I would agree. All right, I did want to start. I know we usually start with NFL, but I wanted to start, and I'm glad we're not raising a banner. That I think
I'm gonna be honest. I think you should, just because I'm not gonna say it's tradition, but I feel like you should at least carry. Like you should, the NBA should not force. I don't want to use this, but at least encourage teams to hang the banner and let that be a tradition. Because let's just say 20 years from now, if only half the teams hang the banner. Is it or half the teams only going to consider it
from an
championship?
NBA standpoint, they're going to be like, hang it, so it means something this tournament, so more people.
That's what I mean. Like,
I get it.
Like, for example, if whoever wins it next year, let's just say the Brooklyn Nets. I'm just saying hypothetically, though. Let's just say the Nets, and they hang it next year, and then 2 years from now, the Magic win it, and they don't hang it. To me, it's either we hanging it or not, people. So. To me, I think the NBA should at least encourage the Knicks to, hang it. It don't need to be in the middle next to your championship, but, off the banner, somewhere off.
Encourage, not enforce.
No. We're not forcing nobody. This is American people, but
greatest country in the world.
Yeah, the two previous teams done it, and I don't get me wrong. I don't think it's the greatest thing, but I feel like moving forward, all teams should at least hang the banner, just so people understand, or future fans understand. Oh, this means something.
I'm not gonna lie. For a split second last night after watching it, and then raised the trophy, and they
cried.
No, not cried. The t-shirt and hats.
Look good now. It look good.
I was like, yo, this team could fucking win it all.
I might buy a shirt. That's what you said. You ordered one.
Nah, I did order one. But I was like, bro, this team could win it all. Now I won't buy in until the playoffs, but still,
No, I definitely give the Knicks to represent the East.
We're the best team in the East.
Maybe a 40% shot to represent the East. To win the title, 1-5.
We have the third. We have the
I feel
third
like you're a
best
top 5
odds.
team. I think
We have
you're a
the.
top 5.
Oh no, we don't. We're the fourth best
Yeah, you're a
odds.
top 5 team. You're the West, because I've been saying this for months, and I think you could even agree. The West is loaded.
Just like how you said with Detroit. So right now, number one, OKC, I get. All right, minus 105 to go back to back. Denver, I could see plus 700. Houston though, 12-1. No,
Because
we're better than the Houston. When has Houston done anything in the playoffs? Just like your argument with Detroit.
I agree with that, but go farther down on the list.
All right, and then after us, Cavs, I disagree, 19-1. Lakers, 22-1.
I agree
Spurs,
there.
25-1. Pistons, Celtics. Now we're getting into 30-1, and it's no one's. It's going to be one of those top 5-6 teams.
Yeah, I'll say the Knicks are a top 5 team. I give them a 20% chance. 20% chance to win the finals.
Yeah.
That's what maybe 15.
Honestly, it was good to see last night. But let's get into football. And let's start Sunday night. My boy JJ McCarthy just keeps proving him wrong. Woo! 15 for 24, over 200 yards. Now, he did throw a pick second play in the game, but it's all good. After that, it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great. He rushed for a touchdown. I mean, that faked out everyone in the state of Texas. Justin Jefferson, quiet game, but still great game from Jalen Naylor. 3 catches, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Addison had 66 yards as well. I thought Dallas ran the ball well, if I'm being honest. I thought they really ran the ball well. CeeDee Lamb had a good game. Another, I would say, not bad. I don't want to use that word, but it's just a lesser game from George Pickens. But yeah, the Cowboys are done, kid.
Yeah, this is I think two things were said from this game. That when we have some expectations for the Cowboys, they're most likely going to let you down.
Yeah,
Cowboys, they just don't win the games you expect them to win. They beat Kansas City. They beat the Eagles. I'm kind of surprised you couldn't beat the Minnesota Vikings at home. Not for nothing, JJ McCarthy, he had himself a pretty good game. I gotta admit that. The running game wasn't really there. He was able to pass the ball, 250 passing. Not for nothing, gotta give credit to the Dallas defense is definitely playing better at a high level than they were earlier on. So JJ was able to move the ball in that offense. Still, I'm not gonna say concerning, but still kind of surprised that JJ's not involved in the offense as much. I think he has no more than 47 receiving yards in his last 5 games. Not combined, that's the high in his last 5 games. So definitely want to see JJ Justin Jettis more involved in the offense. But overall, great win for the Minnesota Vikings. Going into Dallas and scoring 34 points on them, to me, that's impressive. Walking out with a victory is impressive. So shout out the Minnesota Vikings. And for the Dallas Cowboys, like you said, they ran the ball pretty damn well. Dak Prescott, I didn't say he throw no touchdowns. He ain't throw no picks. He ain't turned the ball over. He got sacked a couple of times. He played pretty good. 23 for 38, damn near 300 passing yards. So wasn't on Dak's shoulders, honestly. CD had himself a good game. George Pickens definitely been a little lackluster as of late. So just this Dallas Cowboys team. Hopefully next year is better for them. But when expectations come, they end up fading. So shout out Minnesota. And not for that, shout out JJ McCarthy. Impressive.
Best game.
Yeah, not for that. Might have been his best game of his rookie year. Not for that. He ran one in. He threw for 2. 250 passing. Pretty good game. Shout out JJ. On the big stage Sunday night.
Primetime JJ. That's 2 in a row now from People Are Talking.
Is he 2-0? Because I know opening week, that was prime time.
And then week 2-0, prime time. Prime JJ.
Night, you do not want to see JJ at night.
I tried to tell people from week 1.
Stop my phone.
Yeah, no, it was good to see. And it's funny when PFF is starting to put out JJ McCarthy numbers. I started dying laughing. So bad night for Shedeur Sander believers. I'll say that. But yeah, to your point though, Justin Jefferson, 22 yards last week, 11 yards, 4 yards, 48, 61, 37, 47, 74, 79,
No, that was with Carson Wentz. I'm saying just since what was that
last
dude's
3
name?
games.
Kramer.
Brock's
What was his?
Max
Him.
or whatever.
I'm saying
Yeah.
since he started, that game, JJ's been getting no burn.
Yeah,
and
so
you can make the case he's the best wide receiver in football. How is he not being more involved?
Yeah, right now 66 catches, 832 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
There's a small chance he might go under 1,000 yards. Look at his last 4 games at this pace.
He has 3 games left. 16, 17. He has 3 games left. He needs what?
Like 140?
140 at this rate. Yeah, I mean at this rate, but you gotta expect him to. And I know JJ's looking for him, but sometimes he's double covered. He's double teamed.
No, I agree. But
yeah, no, it is. I agree. not best, but definitely top 3. Let's head to Monday night. Pittsburgh Steelers remain undefeated on Monday. It was the battle of the streaks. I mean, Miami temperature game. Hand up, I was wrong. I did not think they were gonna be this bad. And then Pittsburgh undefeated on Monday night. Aaron Rodgers, great game, 23 for 27, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns. I thought Kenneth Gainwell ran the ball well. DK had a better game. He scored a touchdown. Went 1-1 in props. I took Kenneth Gainwell over his receiving yards. I think it was like 22.5. He went for 46, but Devon Achane did not get there with the rushing attempts. It was just a bad game. 2 is not good. He winds up getting benched. I'm surprised. I want to talk about it after the game, but I'm actually surprised that they went with Quinn Ewers instead of my boy Zach Wilson. We'll talk about that in a minute, and also Mike McDaniel, whenever you say it's not cold, honestly, this is my perspective. You look like the coldest man on the field. He looks so cold watching the game. He looks so cold on the sideline. Maybe call the game from the booth next time. I think his job is safe, but kid, I thought about it after the game. I woke up on Tuesday and I said, they're paying this guy a fucking shitload of money, and he's not good. Like he is. I would argue Tua is not a top 15 quarterback this year. And I don't know moving forward if he is the guy, and then he winds up getting benched. So thoughts on the game real quick, and then we could talk about Tua moving forward.
Yeah, on the game, I was on the Steelers all the way. I just did not see the Miami Dolphins going in. We saw them win last week at MetLife, and it was exactly 41 degrees. So they beat the hook, got it by the hook. I was like, they're not about to win 2 straight games on the road. And then this one is a freezing temperature game, deal. I laid the 3. We got there with the Steelers. We got there with Waller late with the over, what was it, 28.5 receiving yards, whatever it was. It was a sweaty bet. He got there late in the 4th quarter with 2 touchdowns as well. So shout out Waller. We went 2-0 on the night. Aaron Rodgers, I ain't going to hold you. He's proven me wrong. I wrote this team off, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? Whenever they lost to the Bears, I think it was the Bears loss when he looked very bad and the offense couldn't really do nothing. I could honestly make the case still. I haven't checked the odds. I might bet the Steelers to win the division.
-140 for the Steelers, +110 for the Ravens.
I looked at the remaining 3 games of the season. The Ravens got it tough. And all really the Steelers got to do is just win that Week 18 matchup. They could lose the next 2 games. They win Week 18, they win the division because they'll be 2-0 against the Baltimore Ravens. So they could either, I think if not for nothing, if they win, Baltimore lose, they clinch the division this Sunday. So I think I'm not gonna say Pittsburgh this, Pittsburgh that, but ever since, we was questioning about Mike Tomlin's job and this Steelers team, how they're not the same, they won 2 straight games convincingly.
Yeah.
So give the credit Steelers. I hope they win I'm not going to say that I hope they win the division because, I like the Ravens, but it's looking like they're going to win the division. And Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin will be hosting a home playoff game, so watch out. I think they're live against anybody at home. Yeah. Keyword is at home. So shout out to Pittsburgh Steelers for taking care of business, winning the game they should have won. they dominated the game. I think that was the impressive part. And for Tua, for me, to me, it's the wrong decision to bench him. Don't get me wrong, he played up to his contract, let's just say expectations? No. I think we can all agree on that. But Tua, let's just hypothetically, the game where he got benched for 22 for 28, 253 passing, 2 touchdowns. Honestly, he threw the one pick. He had a non-existent running game. Anchan, 12 carries, 60 yards. Wasn't doing much. He led the team in receiving yards. Darren Waller has 66. The other tight end has 46. Jalen Waller couldn't really do much. For the conditions and matchup, I understand first half wasn't impressive. It was a bunch of 3-and-outs. I think Tua, not just taking last night in consideration, those are won 4 straight games prior to that.
They're against duds.
No, I understand that. But the man won 4 straight games. And then the game after you benched him, he was pretty damn efficient. 22 for 28, 253, 2 tutties. I understand.
It was garbage time.
No, Dale, like I said, I understand. But I'm also taking into consideration the 4 games he won prior. So to me, just from the benching standpoint, in my opinion, it's the wrong decision. But do I agree that Tua hasn't been living up to his contract? Absolutely. So 2 things could be true or could be right here. But to me, I don't think Tua deserves to be benched just off his play as of late. It could be other reasons he could be benched, but I'm not going to blame his play as of late is the solely reason why he's getting benched.
No, I don't think it's the sole reason why. I guess the only pushback I have is, one, I disagree. I think he is playing bad. That's problematic when you're
real quick. I don't think we could say a quarterback is playing bad in his last 5 games he's 4-1.
They beat the Jets, the Saints, the Commanders, and the Falcons.
I agree, but the records. Your schedule is what your schedule is. If he would have went 1-5, 1-4, I agree with the benching. 100%.
I would have cut him. Let alone no. I'm like,
no, I know. It's funny because it might have been true, but he did win those games. To me, I'm not disagreeing with the benching. I'm disagreeing with the timing. The man just went 4-1 in the last 5 games, and you're benching him.
But the season's over. Like, put Zach Wilson.
No, I'm not.
In.
The season is over. I'm not denying that. To me, you could have benched him when you was 2-6.
Yeah, they could have
2-7. They were 2-7. To me, that's the time to bench him. Not when you won 4 straight games and then you lose 1 game. Oh, season's over. Let's just bench him. You should have found out what you had when you was 2-6.
Zach Wilson's getting done dirty. They should have put him in instead of Quinn Ewers, but we'll see.
On that perspective, Dill, we all know what Zach Wilson is. We don't know what Ewer is. We might have an idea.
He's a 7th round pick.
Like I said, we might have an idea. Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick. So I at least respect the fact they wanted to find out what they have.
Yeah.
I highly doubt they might. I highly doubt they have Brock Purdy, but they might.
Hopefully he stinks, and then Zach Wilson can start the next 2 games.
And light him up.
Yeah, it looks like Tua's the emergency backup for the rest of the season, and it's a numbers game.
Wouldn't Zach Wilson be the backup?
Yeah, no, he's the emergency. He's third string.
Okay. I didn't hear the emergency.
Yeah. At this point, it's just a numbers game. Tua, he's already owed $54 million guaranteed.
Bad.
On March 15th, $3 million of his 2027 salary becomes guaranteed. Cutting him would leave $99 million in dead money. And then after June 1st, if they cut him after June 1st, it would equal to about $67.4 million in dead money in 2026, and then $31.8 million in dead money in 2027. So we'll see. Quinn Ewers did make an appearance earlier this season. He did go 5 for 8 for 53 yards. So we'll see. But yeah, it was surprising. But then you look at it, in my opinion, and I was like, I could see that. So overall, that was the week so far. And all right, kid, we got a great episode. We got an interview with Kobe Dant later in the show. We got Week 15 power rankings. We got Thursday night football. Hell of a game Thursday night. So we'll get into it. But before we do that, a quick word from our sponsor. We're brought to each and every episode by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. There's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV. Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavored tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing around a golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Thursday night football. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid, let's get to it. We'll go with our power rankings. I'm very interested to see where your head is at with your Patriots this week, but I'm going to lead us off here this week. Obviously, we're going to start with number 10, and I don't know if they're on yours, but one of the hottest teams, man, in this defense, they're my dark horse in the AFC, the Houston Texans. They just beat the shit out of the Cardinals. And you know who I've really liked, and we love them coming out of Alabama? Will Anderson Jr. he's fifth most tackles for loss, 16th. He has the 9th most tackles. He has 10.5 sacks in the league. I mean, he's going to get an extension in the offseason, and he was in the same class as Derek Stanley Jr. He became the highest cornerback last year, I think. I think it was like a 3-year, $90 million deal. And CJ Stroud, he's also due for an upgrade as well. So that class is getting paid. I think the defense is the best defense in the league right now. And as long as they could keep teams under 20 points and CJ Stroud doesn't turn the ball over, I like this team. I got Texans at number 10.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're only at number 10 for you. At number 10, give me the Chicago Bears. I understand I moved this team down. I'm gonna be honest. I just feel like the top 10 list right now it's pretty damn good. And I just couldn't put the Bears at the moment ahead of some of these other teams. But what the Bears have been doing, I'll be honest, I'm a bit impressed. Ben Johnson deserves to be one of the top contestants for the Coach of the Year. I think Caleb Williams has maybe not had a better year than Drake May, as a second sophomore quarterback, but he definitely is taking a step up. Maybe Drake May took like a leap. I mean, Caleb Williams took a nice big step up. I appreciate that. Defense lead the leagues in turnovers. The running back room is pretty damn good. If Roman Duze and DJ Moore could just be consistent wide receivers, because it'd be games where Roman Duze will have 90 yards, and the next 2 games he'll have 18. It'll be games where DJ Moore has 2 touchdowns. Next 2 games he don't even have a reception. He had negative yards the other week, so I like what I'm seeing from this Chicago Bears team. Give me the Bears at number 10.
I got the Bears at number 9. I'm not gonna say took a huge step, but he took a nice 1-2 step. Who said that? Sierra? Someone said that 1-2. I think he took like a nice 1-2 step. I honestly love the defense. I think the defense has been great. Watch out for Kevin Byard as well. I mean, he's had a great year. He's under contract, but maybe he gets he gets an extension. He's on a 2-year deal right now, but he leads the league in interceptions with 6 and pass deflections with 7. So, he is a little bit older. He's 32, but he hasn't missed a game because of injury. I don't think there's any regression coming. I just think he's playing at a really high level right now. So I like what they're doing in the secondary. I think they need to get more of a pass rush, but there's no challenging or debating what Ben Johnson has built here culture-wise in Chicago. And Chicago, 10-4 team. I was just a little early on them, but yeah, I got Chicago at number 9.
At number 9, had to move this team up to my top 10. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers still. They've been impressive, knocking off the Chiefs. I think they're just a little side. They're not guaranteed, but they should make the playoffs. I think Justin Herbert at least proved as of late he's a top 10 quarterback. Definitely proved to me he is. And not for nothing, if he had just a little better receiving core and the offensive line was healthy, the Chargers would be much higher on my list. I like what I've
Yeah.
been seeing from Amarion Hampton since returning from injury. He's been great. I like the receiving core. Where's my boy Quentin Johnson been at? He's been quiet. He was on fire to start the year. So I like what I'm seeing from the Chargers defensively. They're playing good ball. They're playing good ball. For now, give me the Chargers at 9.
Yeah, I got Chargers at number 8 right now. I love what they're doing. I agree with you. If imagine they had Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt, like this would be a Super Bowl contender, especially in the AFC, who I think it's wide open. Truly, I think the AFC is so wide open, and I think the
Yeah, real
defense.
quick to your point. Last 5 Super Bowls, Patrick Mahomes represented the AFC. I think the AFC is wide open right now.
Exactly. So, and shout out Patrick Mahomes getting the surgery. He said he's trying to play opening weekend, which I fucking love. But I just love the defense and what Jim Harbaugh is doing here. Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, even the linebacker Tulu. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's good as well. I mean, he has 12 sacks on the year. He's a second-round pick. So, they're doing great. Nick Bonito. He from the Broncos. I think he's tied with him for the most sacks as well. So I think the defense is keeping him in a lot of games. And Justin Herbert, he's a fucking warrior. Yeah, some days he doesn't play the best, but having surgery on his hand 2 weeks ago, I think it was a big help getting Omarion Hampton back in the run game as well. So yeah, I like this Charger team 10-4, and I do think they make the playoffs. So yeah, I got them at number 8.
At number 8, give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coming off a dominating win. I understand it was the Jets, but Trevor Lawrence just had his best game of his career. We haven't seen a turnover, I think, in 3 straight weeks for Trevor Lawrence. We always know that was one of his bugs. Might have fixed it. Defensively, their defense is above average, definitely a top 16 defense. The running game with Travis Etienne has been live as of late, and not for nothing, though. I said it a couple of weeks ago, and I think you're agreeing with it now. I think Jacoby Myers has been one of the main reasons why this offense has been trending upwards as of late, Dill. He brings a viable option on the outside that Brian Thomas Jr. hasn't been able to bring all year. I understand the numbers ain't all the way up there, but they have 4 solid options on the offensive side with Travis Etienne. You got Strange at the tight end position. You got Jacoby Myers. You got Parker Washington. And you got Brian Thomas Jr. And let's not forget, in 2 weeks from now, Travis Hunter's coming back. So that's just another weapon on the outside Trevor Lawrence is going to get. So I'm like what I'm seeing from this Jaguars team. I wouldn't say they're live to represent the AFC, but they got a shot. Give me the Jacksonville at number 8.
My division, the AFC South division ticket is live.
I don't know about that.
I think they're going to win the division. For me, number 7, give me the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, I love what they've been able to do offensively, defensively with all the injuries that they're doing. And they finally found a kicker in Eddie Patino as well. I mean, I think he's been great. Through 14 games, he hasn't missed any of his 25 field goal attempts, including 6 tries from 50-plus yards as well. So remember when Kyle Shanahan never had faith in his kickers? He doesn't need to worry about it this year. So they finally found a kicker to stay at his position as well. I love the punt returner in Sky Moore as well. I think he's doing really good. Love what this offense has been able to do. And I think we'll see what happens tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. But this team is live for not just the division, the 1 seed as well. So watch out.
Watch out for the Niners there. I agree with you. At number 7, Dill, I can't deny it. This team is gonna make the playoffs, and not for nothing. Dill, I think they might screw your ticket. Give me the Houston Texans at number 7. We cannot deny they're playing at the best defensive football. Might be the best defensive football right now. CJ Stroud is starting to wake up a little bit, though. I'm not saying we're seeing year 1 CJ Stroud, but we're seeing a better version than what we saw last year. And I think that's exactly what the Houston Texans are needing. We saw Nico Collins have a huge play, huge touchdown last week. Dalton Schultz has been doing his thing on the outside. And now for 9th, though, we saw Willie Mercer go down with an injury. I think he'll be just fine. He'll be ready to go this weekend. But the backup, the third-string running back, Jordan over 100 yards on the ground. So the next man up, able to step up. Houston Texans are rolling. I think they won 5 or 6 straight games dating back to David Mills. I think they have a shot. I think they win out. I don't see. I looked at the schedule. I don't see them losing another game. They're rolling hot right now. Give me the Texans at number 7.
At number 6, who I think is going to win the division, give me the Jaguars, 10-4. I think the defense is playing well. Trevor Lawrence is doing great things. Jacoby Myers has really developed into that wide receiver 1. He leads the team in catches with 27 receiving yards, 355 since they acquired him back in November. He is in the last year of his contract. It'll be interesting to see if the Jaguars value him that much, but Trevor Lawrence definitely trusts him. It's good to see Brian Thomas Jr. really start to develop and start to have a good season because we saw what he was able to do last year. They're getting healthier, and I think Trevor Lawrence is playing his best football right now, which is scary. And defense is good. Obviously, it's not better than Texans, but I think it's just as good right now. So
middle of the pack. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I like Jaguars. Give me them at number 6.
At number 6, give me the San Francisco 49ers, though. I couldn't agree with every I'm sorry. I honestly agree with most of the things you said about the 49ers team. They finally got a kicker. One of the biggest struggles as of not just recent years has been a consistent kicker. Is it injury or just missing kicks? CMC's been doing this thing. The offense is finally healthy, and not for nothing, Dill. I understand they're missing some pieces on the defensive side of the ball. That defense is still playing at a high level. Brock Purdy, if he doesn't turn the ball over, I think they're live against any team any given Sunday. That's how good I think the 49ers are, and that's how much respect I got for Kyle Shanahan. Any given Sunday, I think they could beat any team in the NFL if Brock Purdy doesn't turn the ball over. Give me the San Francisco 49ers at number 6.
Into my top 5, huge comeback win last week. Give me the Buffalo Bills at number 5. Love what they've been able to do. I mean, coming back from 21 down, a couple weeks now where they're just the heroics for this Bills team. Defensively, they're playing much better as well. Shaq Thomas is playing good. I think the offensive line, they're being able to run the ball as well. Josh Allen is doing Josh Allen things as well. And I like Sean McDermott. I really do. I know we question him, which I think is warranted sometimes, but Sean McDermott is, I would argue, a top 10 coach in this league. So I like what they're doing. And I think they could scare a lot of people. Like I said, the biggest winner for Patrick Mahomes not being in the playoffs is Josh Allen, because now he doesn't have to go through he doesn't have to go through Patrick Mahomes this year. So we'll see if he could take advantage of it. But yeah, I got Bills. Big win last week against the Patriots. So I got Bills at number 5.
At number 5, give me the New England Patriots.
Surprised they're this low.
I'm gonna be honest. The only reason they're top 5 is because they had a 21-point lead against a team I have higher. To me, the fact that you blew a 21-point lead in the second half is concerning. Is it Patriot-like? Do I expect it to happen again? Do I expect that to happen, moving forward on a consistent basis? Absolutely not. But it is something. I understand that's Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, but there's no reason why we should have lost that game. Letting them come back and tie, cool. We still should have won that game. So just solely off of that, I had to move them down a bunch. Give me the New England Patriots at number 5. I still love our chances in the AFC, but humbling loss from the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Patriots at 5.
I'm going to put the Patriots at number 4. I think they're a tad better, and I agree. I think there was an outlier. You blew a lead that I really don't expect you guys to blow ever again this season as well. I still think you're going to be able to run the ball. Drake May, he didn't have his best game. That's fine. He's only in his second year. I think Mike Vrabel, it was a loss that was, I don't want to say needed, but I think you're going to learn a lot from this loss. I still think the run defense is really good. We're going to get Milton Williams back, Christian Vermore back as well. So you guys are going to
Campbell back.
Yeah, so you guys are going to be just fine. Still think you're going to win the division, and I still think you're just a tad better than Buffalo right now. So I wouldn't worry too much. I am very actually surprised that you put him down to number 5. Give me the Patriots at 4.
At number 4, give me the team who just beat them, the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills just prove they're a better team than us still. I'm gonna be honest. I think overall on paper, we're the better team, but they just went 5 straight drives, 5 straight touchdowns. They outscored us 35-10 in
It's a
30,
bad look.
32 minutes.
Yeah.
I had to put them ahead of the Patriots. That's the main reason. They outscored us 35-10 in the second half. Give me the Bills at number 4.
At number 3, team playing tomorrow. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not gonna go too much into last week beating the Colts. You know, I think
they didn't cover.
They did not cover. But you know who I actually have been? Obviously, JSN's getting everything. Even Devon Witherspoon. You know, I think he's actually playing really good as well. But I think the left tackle, the guy they drafted a few years back, Charlie Cross, I think he's been really good this season as well. And, getting his 5th-year option, he's good. I think he's protecting Sam Darnold. The biggest question, and I think, is how far this Seattle team is going to go. And we'll see tomorrow, how far can Seattle go with Sam Darnold? If he's like the one that we saw last time against the Rams, it might be a first-round exit, maybe second round, but defense is good. I think Mike McDonald is a hell of a coach. We see year 2, and look how good this defense is already. So JSN is the best receiver in football. I think they're running the ball more as well. They're getting healthier as well, which is good to see around this time. Give me Seattle at 3. Could move up.
At number 3, I agree with you. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. The main reason, honestly, they're not higher on my list. I had them at number 1 before. I'm not going to say, I'm not even going to say that. But there's no reason why you only won by 2 versus Phillip Rivers. That's all. That's the main reason. To me, we saw Seattle beat down on numerous teams this year. The fact that he wasn't able to, turn over Phillip Rivers multiple times, where you have games where, multiple defensive touchdowns, to me, I expected more from the defense. I expected more from the offense. Shout out the coach for fighting. I can at least respect that, but not an impressive win at all by the Seattle Seahawks. I love this team. Honestly, I honestly think they're live for the NFC, but not an impressive win last week. That's why they are number 3. Give me the Seahawks at number 3 for now.
At number 2, huge win last week at home. Can't believe they were underdogs, but being the Packers like they did, I had to put the Broncos up there. Bo Nix, probably the best game of his, I don't want to say career, but it's definitely up there. He had himself a hell of a game. Sean Payton called a great game. I like obviously the defense is top 5. I think the linebacker Alex Singleton, he's really good as well. I mean, he had surgery I think it was a few months ago. He had surgery to remove a cancerous tumor last month. And, just being appreciative of him being in the game, and John Franklin Myers, Dree Greenlaw, like these guys, there are guys on this defense. And like I said, I just don't think anybody going up to Mile High is going to be favored. It is a hard place to play. I think the AFC is going to run through Denver, and we'll see how that offense goes. But I trust Sean Payton. He's a Super Bowl champ. I trust Bo Nix. I've been a believer since he got drafted, and I think he showed us why. I think he showed us why they are the number 1 seed in the AFC. So, yeah, give me Denver at number 2, and then at number 1, obviously, I have the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, great win last week against the Lions. Puka Nacua is he's just ridiculous. I mean, he's about to get paid. Devontae Adams not being hurt, I think, is going to hurt them this week. But I love their defense. I love the 1-2 punch with Blake Corum, Karen Williams. Matthew Stafford is playing like the MVP. Sean McVay is a great coach. And this team, like you were talking about on paper, maybe the Patriots are better than on paper. I don't know if anybody's better than the Rams right now. So, great bounce back. We'll see how they do on Thursday night, but this team is fucking loaded, kid. I got to put the Rams at 1.
Yeah, they'll be aligned with that top 3. Give me the Broncos at number 2. I couldn't disrespect them anymore. I know I kept them at number 4, for I think like 3 straight weeks after 3 straight wins. But I couldn't deny it no more. The Denver Broncos, I think they proved on Sunday evening they're a Super Bowl contending team. I understand a lot of people might have not took them for real because of the Broncos' young quarterback and everything. I know most people don't have faith in Bo Nix like that, but I think he's at least proven you got to at least respect him. He's a winning quarterback. He's undefeated in his career at Mile High. You got to at least respect that. So
Yeah.
defensively, top 5 defense, maybe top 3 defense, and offensively, Dill, any given Sunday, any of these wide receivers can have a huge game. Is it Franklin? Is it Sutton? Is it and the other guy as well? I forgot his name, but I like this crew.
Marvin Mims.
Mims, exactly. And not for nothing, they're doing this without my boy doing much in Evan Ingram. So keep it up. Give me the Broncos at number 2. Hate to say it, but the AFC is definitely gonna have to go through Mile High. And at number 1, give me the Los Angeles Rams. This could change, within what, about 27, 28 hours. But for now, give me the Rams. I'm curious to see how the offense looks without Devontae Adams. Let's not forget, I'm pretty sure Devontae Adams leads the NFL on receiving touchdowns. So you got to take away their number 1 red zone target, and we got to see how the offense functions moving forward. Is it 1 week, 2 weeks, who knows? Without Devontae. Well, give me the Rams at number 1. I can't deny it. Matthew Stafford, I think he's minus 300 right now for MVP. Sean McVay should have some Coach of the Year considerations, and there's no doubt the Rams have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. That's a recipe for success. Give me the Rams at number 1.
All right, kid, we're pretty aligned on most of them. I think you have some teams a little higher, and I think I have some teams higher as well. But other than that, I think we're pretty much aligned in most of them. Yeah, I think we're pretty much aligned. So it's good to see. That's the trend we see. I think early on, I have some teams, or you have some teams that are a little more higher on, and then when it comes down to like the last month of the season, it's usually the same teams, but maybe in different orders, right?
Yeah, I say always different order. I feel like early on we have like hope. Like I definitely have some hope, and I won't count some teams out. Like I think both of us had the Chiefs, in our top 10 or around our top 10s, even to like week 8,
Yeah.
And they were, some people could say they were never a top 10 team this year. So it's just, I give a lot of respect to teams. I know some people might question, why the Eagles are in our top 10. Eagles are 1-3 in their last 4 games.
They beat the Raiders.
And they beat the Raiders.
Come on.
Which is, it was impressive. They had won, I think 27-0.
Yeah.
But it was the Raiders. Come on now.
I didn't name not one non-playoff team in my top 10. Outside like the Bucks, maybe the Eagles, Steelers, Packers.
Yeah.
Packers were 11 for me. Not going to lie. Packers were 11 for me.
Yeah, I got 11.
It's the injuries that hurt them.
Hey, I got Eagles at 11, Packers at 12, just because I got to see how that defense, because there was no doubt that was a top 5 defense as of late. Is it going to be a top 5 defense moving forward? I think not.
We will see. Let's get into the game. Thursday Night Football. We will head to the Pacific Northwest, where Seattle is home favorites. It's short on the spread, -1.5. Earlier today, I bet the Seattle Seahawks on the money line, -108. There's my play. But right now, -120. Money is coming in on Seattle. I think for good reason. Rams short dogs +102. Total is at 42.5. Kid, it was actually just announced the Rams flight headed towards Seattle is expected to be significantly delayed due to an equipment issue with the plane. The team is currently working on alternative, but they're not going to get there till early tomorrow, maybe even afternoon. Like, that's worrisome, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be because of flooding. I heard there was flooding.
Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow, but that's normal Seattle.
Yeah. I thought it was because of flooding. But hey, another reason why you should take Seattle. To me, we saw early on, I think week 7, week 8, the matchup was.
It was 11. It was 11.
Oh, week 11. Shit, that was just a couple. Week 11, we saw the Seattle Seahawks lose a tight game with Sammy D throwing 4 interceptions
Yeah.
on the road. 3 of them gave the Rams great field position. And the Rams was only able to win the game by a single score. I can make the case if the Seahawks only score, if Sammy D only throws 2 interceptions, they're going to win this game by a touchdown or more. I can honestly make that case. Give me the Seattle Seahawks on the money line, Dill. I just feel like it's a revenge spot here. We're going to see the Rams without Devontae Adams for the first time in a short week. I think they needed a little more time to get something going. We all know the main focus is going to be on Puka now. Who's going to be that second or third option to step up without Devontae Adams? That's going to be interesting to see. And like I said, I think this is a revenge spot for the Seahawks. They had that sour taste on their mouth from week 11. Like I said earlier, if Sammy doesn't turn the ball over 4 times in that game, I think the Seahawks win that game back then. Defensively, they played their lights out. Let's not forget, I think the first drive of the game, the Rams got short field position because of an interception, and it took them to 4th down with a penalty to score in the end zone. So I think they're going to have a tough time in the red zone without Devontae Adams up in Seattle. Give me Seattle Seahawks minus 120 on the money line.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're healthier too. I mean, back in the day, it was the Rams that were healthier in week 11.
And not for nothing, Dill, we could look back on Sunday and look, the Seahawks barely beat the Colts. Maybe it was a look-ahead spot. Maybe they didn't take the Colts and Phillip Rivers seriously, and they just game plan for the Rams.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's another reason as well.
It was a classic look ahead. Yeah, it was a classic look ahead. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you're like, oh, well, what was that? They needed to win that game. They need to take the Lions serious. They can't just fault back. At least the Seahawks had a inferior team to kind of take it easier per se. But I agree. I think Seattle, they're running the ball more. I think they're healthier on defense. I trust them. And yeah, he turned the ball over 4 times and they still only won by 1-2 points. Imagine he makes that field goal, Myers. They win the game with 4 turnovers. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to be that bad.
I say if he throws 2 picks, they still win the game.
They still win the game. So I think the Rams defense is good too, which I do like the under, but we'll get to the total in a minute. But at bad conditions, I think Sam Darnold's going to be a little better. And I just trust the defense for Seattle more. So yeah, I like Seattle. I think I'm surprised Rams opened up as a favorite because I disagreed with the market. You're essentially telling me you'd be 3.5, 4-point favorites at home. I don't agree with that. So it's a field goal game. I think it should be Seattle minus 2.5, -3. If I'm being honest,
without Devontae,
yeah, and that hurts him as well. I think they're just going to double up Puka Nacua, and he could still go crazy. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, I just trust Seattle more. I think they are the better team right now. So
tomorrow, I think with Devontae Adams,
yeah, maybe, total though, like I said, it is sitting at 42.5. It's going to be raining, going to be a cold night in Seattle. What are your thoughts here? Under?
I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably go over. The first game went under. It was 21-20, right? Or 24-20, something like that. That I think the first game was at 41, right? I think it was 21-20. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say I expect a little more. Like I said, we saw Seattle score 20 points with 4 turnovers. We saw them only score 18 points last week against the Colts. I think we get at least. I'm gonna say 24-21 Seattle. I think Seattle wins by maybe a game-winning field goal by Myers this time, and I say it goes over, barely over. If I had to bet it, I'm not saying bet the over.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, I will go over 42.5.
All right. I'm interested to see where you're going with your props. You were on fire the last few weeks. Now you've been hitting your props. I went 1-1 on Monday Night Football, and let's get to our props. And it is brought to you by Props.Cash, the best way to research your player props. Elvis and I have been using Props.Cash for 2 years now, and it's helped us find an edge in several player prop markets on the web or in the Props.Cash app. You get quick visual data on player trends, matchup history, and recent performance across every major sport. Clean, reliable stats that make it easy to spot values. Plans start at just $19.99 a month, and right now you can get 25% off with your first month with the code DREAM25. That's DREAM25. So download the app, not now, but right now. Sign up with the monthly subscription. Use code DREAM25, and you'll be paying just $14.99 your first month. Level up your prop research today at Props.Cash. What is your prop for Thursday Night Football?
Like I said earlier, without Devontae Adams, who's going to be the second or third option on the outside to step up for the Rams? They're going to need new options. I'm going to go somebody who had a big game last week. He had, I think, a touchdown or two. I think he had 70-something yards. Give me Parkinson, the tight end. I hit the tight end on Monday night. I'm going to go right back to the well. Give me Parkinson over 36.5 receiving yards. Like I said, he had a big game on against the Detroit Lions. Now without Devontae Adams, I expect him to get some targets his way. I think you, like you said earlier, I think Puka Nacua will be double team. He should be double team majority of the time. And I think that's going to open up the middle of the field. And I think Kobe Parkinson's could take advantage. He had 5 catches, 75 yards for 2 tutties last week. I think he could have a similar game without the tutties.
I like that. And Seattle's defense isn't the best against tight ends as well. I was looking at Kobe Parkinson touchdown as well. He did score a touchdown last time against Seattle as well. So yeah, I was looking at Kobe Parkinson. That'll probably be on my card. Anytime touchdown as well. I do like that, but I'm going to go back to all reliable. Jackson Smith and Jigba over 89.5 receiving yards. I mean, the guy's averaging 114 yards per game. He's gone over this in 9 of his last 10. Only game he did not go over was against Minnesota, where he had 23 receiving yards, but 89.5. He still went with Sam Darnold throwing 4 picks. He still had 105 yards in the game. I mean, he's going to get his. They cannot guard him. They don't have a guy to guard him one-on-one. So I do think he'll have a good game. So going back to reliable, I didn't want to get cute with the over longest reception. So I am going to take Jackson Smith and Jigba. Just going to take the yards, 89.5 at -110. I don't know why it's not at 90.
And not for 9. You know what? I was, looking at something earlier. Puka Nacua 80+ yards, and Jackson Smith and Jigba either 60 or 70+ yards at -115. I like that a lot because I feel like Jackson Smith and Jigba is gonna get 70+. Oh, I got it right here. Yeah, Puka 70+ yards. Jackson Smith 70+ yards -114.
Okay, a little same game parlay, 2-legger. Mm-hmm. I don't mind that. All right, kid. Thank you so much. Good luck on this game. Enjoy the game. Good luck on your bets. And before we get to our bowl games, here is our interview with Colby Dant. All right, great interview with Colby. I mean, kid, we touched on everything. We touched on, the Michigan scandal, the Heisman, Army-Navy game a little bit, the transfer portal, whether Notre Dame got fucked or not, talking about expanding to more teams. Then we got some picks for playoff games as well. So it was a great interview. I actually have some plays because we are going to our next show is Friday night, and we have playoffs. Alabama, Oregon, or
couple games on Friday.
Yeah, a couple, which I like. First of all, I think tonight, if you're watching 8:30, give me Delaware. They're at first time in the FBS, and they are in a bowl game. They actually want to be here. No, their guys aren't opting out. I like Delaware here tonight against Louisiana -102. That starts at 8:30 in an hour. And then let's go to the bowl games. Friday, 8 p.m. We'll be watching it live while recording. Oklahoma taking on Alabama. Oklahoma favorite -112, -104 for Bama. Total is 40.5. You got 2 weeks to prepare for Alabama. They already beat Alabama Brent Venables is one of the best coordinators. Their defense is going to be flying. Oklahoma they got the day off of school, so it's going to be lit in Norman, Oklahoma as well. And I just think if you're watching Alabama, the last month or so, they've been regressing. They can't run the ball, and Ty Simpson, it's predictable what he's going to do. He's going to drop back and pass. It's kind of predictable. So if I know what they're doing, what do you think Brent Venable and this defense is going to do? So long-winded, I'm going to take out Oklahoma here, minus 112 on the money line.
I'll be honest, though. It's hard to disagree with everything you just said. It's hard. Alabama's definitely has been trending downward the last 3-4 weeks of the season. They are a very good team. The question is, are they better than Oklahoma in a neutral site? I'm going to say no.
It's in Oklahoma.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Even worse.
So the first playoff games, they get home field.
Yeah.
So it's in Oklahoma.
Damn, I thought they were neutral sites for his playoff games. Damn. Yeah. I'll lean the over. I like the over 40. Okay. Over 40. I feel like we expect at least a little more of an offensive battle from these two teams. Yes. Might be a defensive battle, but could I see 20, 24, 20? Yes. Could I see maybe Oklahoma waking up, scoring a couple touchdowns early on in the first half, catching Alabama sleeping? Yeah. Give me the over 40, though. I think the number is a little short. Don't get me wrong. These are two powerhouse defense, absolutely, but it's the playoffs, goddammit. Give me the over.
Yeah, no, I agree. The other games do go off on Saturday, so we will hit that on Friday's episode, kid. But anything you like here in the association for Thursday?
Yeah, I got a few games. Let's start with the NBA Cup champions, the New York Knicks taking on the Indiana Pacers. I'm gonna lay the 4.5 here with the Knicks on the road.
It's at 3 now.
Yeah, what?
It's at 3. Yeah, it's going the other way.
Oh, so somebody's not playing. I'm going to lay the 3 with the Knicks here. Let's not forget, I understand that the Pacers are dealing with a lot of injuries. Why would the Knicks take the Knicks serious? It's called a sour taste in their mouth, though. Pacers knocked them out the playoffs last year. I think they're gonna beat them every chance they get and beat them bad. Though. Give me the Knicks. I'm going to lay the number here on the road. Next game, Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Utah Jazz. Utah's just not very a good team. I think the Lakers, they're going to take care of business on the road. Had a few days off. Luka's back. Austin Reeves is doing what he's doing. And not for nothing, LeBron been playing like LeBron. Since
you saw him and Dylan Brooks. They got into it.
Yeah, it was a great game the other night. So I'm going to lay the 6.5 here with the Los Angeles Lakers. And then my last game of the night, Golden State Warriors taking on the Phoenix Suns. Both teams lost 2 straight games. Which team do I bet on to bounce back? Give me the Golden State Warriors on the road. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond is questionable. Give me the Golden State Warriors on the road. I took the money line, minus 115.
All right. Well, kid, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks to Colby for coming on, talking some college football. Always good to get him on. Kid, any last words before we get up out of here? We'll be back Friday for week 16. Damn, kid, we're already at week 16. We got bowl games, college playoffs, and everything. So any last words before we get up out of here?
Nah, Dill. Hopefully tomorrow night is a banger of a game. I think it will be. And I'll be honest, Dill, I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah.
Start of college playoffs.
Yep.
And then that Sunday night football game, I can't wait.
Stay locked in, everyone. We'll have picks for you guys on Friday. Going to be a hell of a game on Thursday as well, so good luck on that. Make sure you guys tune in, like, subscribe, do all those things as well. Stay safe. It is the holiday season, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Peace.